Oh, and yeah, this is another devlog for my roguelike adventure game Neko Quest. This week, short one for today. This week I was working on a couple professions, which are things I'd like to have in the game. So we added, I'll just show them off in order. So this is fishing. So we got water tiles here on this little island. You press spacebar on the water and you cast your line. And then you can move to pull it back in. And then you get something, a fish, potentially. And so we can get a bunch of stuff here. And I think you, let's see, I don't know what the chance is. There's a chance to get a fish monster. Let's see if we can get it. But, no? Anyway, I want to implement like drop, there it is, frick. Yeah, I want to implement drop tables. So like, I'm not really sure how to implement it just because of copying objects and JavaScript being a little weird, but anyway, yeah, right now you can pick up these little fish, you get the fish monster, cause something monstrous occasionally happens, you can beat it up. I changed this little text here, so instead of like you attacked because it was going off the screen, it's just like slash, like you slashed the, I don't know, you slashed the monster. Yeah, anyway, there's a small change here, pick up our fish here. And then the other profession we were working on is cooking, which is actually pretty cool. Let me show it off. So you see in our inventory we have a couple ingredients here, and we got a different little workstations here. This is the cutting board, this is the oven, and then the pot. So depending on which one you do, I'll see if I can remember the recipes here. So this is the cutting board, let's try fish, and catnip. And then we get, I don't know if I can, there you go, ceviche. So you craft different stuff, and then if we do the same recipe with a different, so let's do it in the pot, we'll do the same recipe. And then, oh yeah, we got this. So we got this little timer here of like, you have to move it, it like takes time to cook, so that's simulating. And then we get our fish soup here. And then the oven, of course, gives something different. And they each have their kind of own, I forget what the oven recipe is, maybe this? Oh, it takes a while. Let's move around a bit. Yeah, Neko tail roast. And so if we check out some of these food items, you'll see the icon. They show their buffs here. If there's any buffs, they'll be shown down here, and then a little description. I'm trying to think, maybe fish soup, do you have a... Yeah, so we have buffs, which I also implemented. There's only one right now, but the reason why I didn't implement more is because I wanted to... I wasn't really sure what to implement here, because doing stuff like, oh, regen health more quickly, or do this, like, I feel like a lot of these are kind of boring. So sturdy increases your block chance, and so these numbers tell us how long it lasts, and then the number it starts out at. So it's a 10% block chance buff for 30 turns, but it decreases. So the longer it's lasted, it goes down. So when you're like 5 turns less, it's only giving like 1 or 2% block chance. And the reason I added this is because I want to eventually have potions, so maybe like a brewing profession. And what that would allow is to have potions that have a way longer duration and a way bigger buff for longer. So the food might be like for an instant buff, but if you want to get like the real long-term buffs for like fighting a boss or whatever, for example, you're gonna need to get better stuff than this. And of course it also heals, and I think some of these, even the ingredients, they give a little bit, but when you cook them, they obviously give more. And yeah, anyway, that's all for this week. Short devlog, but I think next week there's going to be more professions. I was going to work on the character creation, and if you're wondering why I didn't, is I wasn't sure what to put in there. I think the thing is professions will go in there, so it will be like, what do you want to start as? So you can start as a chef, who will get bonus to cooked food. You can start as a fisherman, who will have more chance to fish up like treasure, for example. I don't know, something like that. So I want to have a bunch of different professions. I have a couple listed that I want to add in the future, or farming. So you saw the like catnip, you can farm that somehow. And mining is a big one. So maybe you can mine up ore for like forging weapons. I think that would be cool. Maybe trading for NPCs or something. And then potion, like brewing, is the last one I have. I'm not sure how they're gonna differ from these existing ones, other than just pressing spacebar on a certain tile and waiting for things to happen. I'm not really sure how to make it more interesting than that. Other than like fishing, of course, which here, let's bring it back. where there's like a sort of like in-world minigame of like you cast your line out and then like you pull in the catch. I don't know, maybe there can be like little obstacles in the water you have to navigate around, or else you lose your fish or something like that. That might be interesting. But anyway, yeah, if you have any ideas on any of the above, feel free to share in the comments. I appreciate all the feedback. And yeah, that's all for this time. See you next time. Thanks for sticking around. Bye now.